Hey everyone, my name's Amanda Rhetoric, and my speech today is, are you for or against GMOs? I personally am for GMOs. I don't like to follow the herd mentality of when somebody famous says don't do this or don't do that without doing my own research. Therefore, again, I'm for GMOs. There are very strong opinions, whether for or against. There's usually not that many middle ground people, but nevertheless, I encourage you to do your own research. With the use of GMOs, which is genetically modified organisms, farmers can have crops with desired traits. They can have an increased quantity of plant products, and they can have better quality of crops. Some of the desired traits that GMO technology has provided is the fight against disease. If you turn to YouTube and look up the video, How GMOs Are Made, the Genetically Modified Hawaiian Papaya Case Study, that video shows the whole GMO process and how it saved the papaya industry in Hawaii. The papaya industry was decreasing dramatically because of the Hawaiian papaya ring spot virus, also known as PRSV. The PRSV was killing off all of the crops of papaya. The Hawaiians moved the crop to a different island. Guess what? The virus followed. So with the use of GMOs, they eradicated the PRSV, therefore increasing and keeping a stable economy for the papayas. Another good trait that the farmers like is pest and weed repellent. The less herbicides and pesticides that a farmer has to use, it's better for everyone, environment, people, everything. Another benefit is the increased quantity of food. According to the graphic that I have attached from the Noble Research Institute, 90% of the U.S.'s corn crop is GMO. The reason for that is we as Americans depend so much on corn. Let's face it, we have a high population. Not only that, but corn is used for animal feed, fuel, and it's either a food in itself or ingredients from corn are put into food. Hello, high fructose corn syrup, and I like my sweets. Natural growing methods just cannot keep up production with the demand that Americans have on corn. Another benefit is the better quality of crops. Because of GMOs, we have less waste. GMOs have now allowed for apples to not turn brown after being cut open. Let's face it, if I have an apple and I cut it open, set it on the counter, and it starts turning brown, the majority of the time I throw it away. Most everybody does. Because of GMOs, the browning trait has gone away. The food, the apple, is still good to eat. Foods can become more nutritious as well. Because of the selection of the desired trait, food can become more nutritious. Soybean oil has become more shelf stable for a longer period of time. You can find that at GMO Basics page of gmoanswers.com. Because of all of this, less waste, longer shelf life, consumers get more bang for their buck. This is very appealing for all consumers. Everybody likes to save money. There are also several myths out there that I would like to debunk right now. The first one is GMOs do not cause allergies, cancers, gluten intolerances, and other illnesses. This fact can be found at GMO Myths versus Fact page of GMOanswers.com website. In the 20 plus years on the market, GMOs have not caused or contributed to a single illness or death. Studies are constantly being done and research is being done as well on this to verify it. Another myth is no long-term health studies have been conducted on GMO crops. That is false. The facts are GMO crops are repeatedly and extensively tested for consumer and environmental safety. Those tests are produced and checked off by the USDA, the EPA, and the FDA, which is the Federal Drug Administration. If all of those government entities are checking it, especially whenever they're looking for something to be wrong and they can't, then you know it's okay. The last myth is GMOs have a negative impact on the environment. As we discussed earlier, if you can genetically modify a plant to where it has a natural pest and weed repellent, then you're not using herbicides and pesticides. That's great for our environment. I would like to encourage everyone to do their own research to see if they are pro or con GMO. Again, I'm all for it. I hope you enjoyed.